All right, so hear me out here. I am really tired of listening to sales enablement managers or any sales leader for that matter talking about certifications as the be-all end-all of onboarding. I am sorry. Are certifications a part of it? Yes, they're important, but they are absolutely not the be-all end-all of any type of sales onboarding program. Let's talk about some of the things that matter here, folks. Are they ramping? Are they hitting quota? Those are things when a VP of sales is in a board meeting in front of investors or executive teams, they're not standing up with a slide saying, and check out all the certifications we did or how many quizzes were passed. Let's face it, how are reps ramping is very much about, are they hitting their quotas or whatever milestones you're tracking on? It's not about the certifications alone. Now, I'm not saying that certification is not important. I do believe that is really a key part of any type of onboarding, and it's also essential if you're trying to really scale some type of onboarding activities within it. However, it's not the only thing. Imagine being able to tie your certifications to actual real metrics in Salesforce, as an example. If you were able to tie a certification to the ability to build pipeline in a larger way, or a certification on how much close rates are being improved. These are things that actually VPs of sales want to know about. They want to be able to tie the actual program that you're building to the metrics that they're being measured on. At the end of the day, you need to be able to prove that your programs are working. So, do you want to have the checklist that people have been certified? Absolutely, but be able to answer, so what? As a result of these certifications, we actually saw an improve in X metric that they're being measured on a regular basis. Now, just to give an example, think about certifications just in general here for a second, and let's get out of sales for a second. Before, believe it or not, being in this space, I was a pre-med student, and spending a lot of times with physicians and doctors when I was pre-med, it got me thinking to how that applies here in sales and from an onboarding perspective. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say you had to have a real significant surgery. It doesn't matter what it was. Two doctors. One has a medical school degree. They're certified on being a surgeon. The other has their degree as well, but has done 100 surgeries, has actually successfully done the surgery that you're doing 100 times successfully. Which one would you want to operate? I think the answer is obvious. It's no different when it comes to ramping. We cannot say someone has been onboarded once they've checked off the certification. It's got to be more so around that they hit the actual outcomes that they wanted to do. So I'm going to show you real quick a framework that you can walk away with from this video on how to make your onboarding more than just the certification alone and how to tie it. So here's how it works. It's called the effective onboarding trifecta. So effective onboarding trifecta. There's three things. It's a trifecta after all. So I'm going to make this a Venn diagram. So you've got your three circles here. The first circle is, despite my rant here, it is the certification because it does have to be a part of it. This training and anything you need to do to lead up to the certification is important. So whether it be how to demo a product, whether it's how to deliver your value proposition or handle objections, any of those things people should be certified. Absolutely agree. But that is only the first part of this. The second circle here is the actual milestone. So what you want to do is you want to map this certification to an actual metric. So is it building pipeline? Is it closing business? Is it hitting quota? Booking meetings? Whatever metric you want, have the certification that you put them through connected to an actual milestone itself. And then the last piece of this is actual outcomes. So the question is, are these certifications actually impacting the metric that matters here? So are you actually speeding up the time to that first deal or first month to hitting quota? Are you actually increasing the amount of pipeline being built within a specific period of time? So as you can see here, it's not just about the certification alone. You want to tie it all together. The effective onboarding trifecta is amazing. Certifications for sure, tying it to milestones and outcomes as well. Many enablers today make the mistake of assuming that being sales ready is defined by ending with some form of certification. And a certification is absolutely important, but it's not the be all end all. There has to be, in order to be ready and prove that you're sales ready, you have to show that you've made sales and hit some of the metrics that are key. So to summarize all of this together, certification's key, not the be all end all. Make sure that you have any type of onboarding program aligned to the metrics that's important to sales and their leadership, and that there's actual milestones and outcomes timed to any metric. You choose it, whatever is important for you at that time and for that role. Have the actual onboarding program include a certification that includes the milestones and the outcomes, and this will help really make this onboarding much more than just a certification program. Hope this was helpful. Feel free to reach out with any questions, throw a comment in, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.